a little bit of gas support, and I don't like that siege tank at that position because right where it can hit, it can destroy SCVs, and that's kind of the range of its abilities. It looks like some vultures managing to sneak through across the 12 o'clock, and an SCV also managing to get to that position. Was that a dropship? Did I miss? Looks like a starport has been produced, and there are armories to get some upgrades here, and weapons 1 and armor 1 just about to come online. No, they were just kind of going across the north, and another expansion going to be established there, but I just feel like it's too little, too late. 110 versus 189. That's kind of the difference in supply off the economies of Tyr and Sen. Sen now establishing 2 more bases. He's got his arbiters up most likely, and we'll see if he decides to push up at this stage. Really, it's kind of up to him. A lot of SCVs idle here. Main's almost probably mined out. Yeah, has been mined out. On one end, looks like actually front door have been opened up to put down a lot more gateways, so even more gateways than he can even. Wow, this is what I call a plethora of gateways. More gateways than you know what to do with. So all your gateways up in here, just gonna F key them there, and then all your gateways down here. That's a ton of gateways. Yeah, that equates to mass production. That means you can throw your units. It's almost Sauron Protoss, and usually it's Sauron Zerg that you see, but this is going to be Protoss units just tossed at the front door and then immediately replenished with a complete restock of supply off these bases. And I gotta say, Sen's doing some beautiful macro management. He's got so many bases running, yet he's managing to keep his supply at least somewhat low, or his unit, his bank. That's what I mean to say. His minerals somewhat low, even though he's at 193 supply right now, and now it's starting to run up. Just as I say that. Getting the double gas, Tyr knows it, and we'll see what Tyr can do. Tyr, all I think he can do is await doomsday at this stage. Plant some mines, hope to survive, maybe get this expansion up, maybe get that double gas established, and just pray, I guess, aside from that. So anyway, big attack force, kind of look at these, all these units scattered. I'm kind of curious where those arbiters are. I know they've been produced alongside. Looks like they're wandering up. Yeah, Dragoon's just kind of wandering up now, taking a free hit there, free hit here. Some more zealots kind of in a nice phalanx here, weapon 2 upgraded, and again a lot of these gateways up. Looks like shield 1 going up as well. Looks like the arbiter just hanging out to the 12 o'clock, maybe thinking about doing a recall, not sure. Observer also up in that position right there. There's the second arbiter just kind of hanging out there over that secondary, not sure what he's up to. There's a third arbiter as well. Another Stargate going down. Looks like we are seeing preparation for a recall rather than stasis, so third arbiter out. So he wants to do recall way back over those lines. There are mines planted in position, but honestly I think Sen at this stage, instead of going for a recall or anything like that, should just I don't know, throw zealots in there, start Psystorming randomly, build a whole bunch of Templar, Psystorm willy-nilly because it's fun. Producing lightning storms when you control the weather, how cool is that? And yeah, Protoss control the weather with Psystorm. Anyway, Arbiter coming around. I'm not sure if yeah, it looks like recall has just been finished, so he's going to go for a recall over the natural probably. So cycling back around, which attack group he's probably going to recall? This attack group right here. Doesn't look like there's really anything in position to stop him. There's that single turret, but that's not really going to be enough. Coming, gonna hug the wall and do a dash, and at this angle, there's really nothing to stop him. And there, yeah, able to get in. There's a couple Goliaths backside, but yeah, gonna be able to recall all over this area, and I don't see anything alongside to stop this arbiter from recalling. Actually, it looks like one recall going to the north here. Actually, no, just attack units, and there's that second recall. This wasn't a recall, this was just pure units running up here, and now an additional recall going up. I guess he's like, oops, and then an additional recall into the back of the base here. So Dragoons attacking to the north. Looks like a lot of Dragoons getting taken out by mines, but again, this is units that Sen can afford to lose. These are not units that and that's particularly this expansion is something that Tyr cannot afford to lose, and it looks like he's going to be losing some supply and a lot of other units in the background as well. At least that arbiter getting taken out, the attack units being brought back around. Now another attack of Dragoons and Zealots finally being shoved up by Sen. So it looks like a lot of mines going off, able to take care, and the Zealots able to run up on that front door, level 1 armor, allowing them to do so, I believe. So are running up, able to take out those tanks. Going to be able to take out this mineral only as well, and you can immediately replenish this attack force with again all these gateways, and you can see how many of them are active here, and just producing a ton of units. Yeah, immediately immediately able to replenish that supply, and again, Tyr going to have to lift off, and he's not going to be able to maintain that command center. Trying to repair it with SCVs underneath, it's still not going to happen though, and he's going to have to GG here in a second. I'm surprised he hasn't GG'd already, actually. But just kind of trying to stem the tide. 122 supply versus 158 at this stage, at least draining some off, and just trying to plug the gap now. Still managed to hold that command center, so small victories here. Able to hold that command center at his mineral lane. He somehow did not lose his command center at the 12 o'clock location, but Sen, again, not really too worried about it because he's already back at 174, where on the opposite side, 135 for 135 supply for Tear. So I'm not quite sure what Tear can do to... He's lost all map control. He's only got one base that's really, well, he's got the secondary that's kind of producing, but the mineral only completely lifted off now. The 12 o'clock base is the only one that's producing, and there's still two arbiters out there that could pull recalls. There's the first Templar I've seen of the match, so yay. Templar out. Looks like there is a Wraith out to try to help. Ooh, Tyr getting a little bit frisky here. It looks like he's going to start pushing out. He realizes he needs to do a lot of damage to try to get back in this game. Looks like a single probe at that position. And Sen, completely out of position, now bringing a lot of his units to bear across the middle of the map. Has a little bit that Science Vessel is with the detection. Psystorm over everything there. Beautiful. Another Psystorm. That's going to kill a lot of units. Dragoons now pushing up. They have that 1/3 mischance advantage on this corner. Doesn't look like it's going to make a difference. Those tanks are in fact hitting. At least that front tank is. And that Arbiter out of position to provide some detection. So very nice clearing up there by Tear. But still, again, 181 immediately back again because of all those gateways. So even though he definitively, I would say, won that attack and is pushing up with the rest of his tanks, the resupply is just so fast for Tyr. He just can't keep up production-wise. He just there's too many gateways at this stage. So running up, and the Arbiter's just actually taking free hits here. Comsat going off to try to catch out ones underneath. We'll see if a Goliath or a Wraith comes up. I'm not sure what happened to that Wraith. It was somewhere around here. Must have gotten killed in that last attack, maybe under a Psystorm. Another Comsat, just constant Comsat happening to help deal with these Arbiters. It looks like that Science Vessel was taken out in the last attack. But just getting kind of overwhelmed by just pure zealots here. And Goliath kind of wandering up. It looks like, getting taken out. So, and Arbiters once again trying to bear down. Now running back to the mineral only, which has landed again, only to probably be lifted up immediately after. 191 supply, and this is going to be GG from Tyr. Tyr cannot hold off against this attack. Dark Templar now up on his mineral only, and he's completely out of Comsat. Well, no, it looks like he's still got Comsat at the mineral only, but time up on the replay, which leads me to believe he has GG'd at this stage. Just getting run over by Sen's economy. Again, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for listening. Special thanks to Fnatic for getting me these replays, as well as Team Light for getting me these replays. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.